Hello everybody, welcome back. If you have not been here before, my name is Debbie and I read a lot of books. Today I have finished the audiobook of The Last Family in England by Matt Haig. That's your front cover. I like the fact that this is just a story read by the dog. So let's get in with that blurb. Meet the Hunter family, Adam, Kate and their children Hal and Charlotte, and Prince, their black Labrador. Prince is an earnest young dog striving hard to live up to the tenets of the Labrador Pact. Remain loyal to your human masters, serve and protect your family at any cost. Other dogs, led by the Springer Spaniels, have revolted. As things in the Hunter family begin to go badly awry, marital breakdown, rowdy teenage parties, attempted suicide, Prince's responsibilities threaten to overwhelm him, and he is forced to break the Labrador Pact and take desperate action to save his family. It was 8 hours and 32 minutes to listen to in contemporary fiction, target audience adults. So Prince is the narrator of this story. Prince, the black lab. And so you see him communicating with other dogs, talking about the things going on in his family. And yeah, he is there to uphold the Labrador Pact and look after his family. But as he notices things about the family falling apart, he goes against the rules to try and keep his family together. And there's so much more drama to this book than you realise, knowing it's narrated by the dog. Because when you hear it's narrated by the dog, you think of stuff like 101 Dalmatians. You think of something that's a bit more kid-geared or children-geared. And in this case, it's a family saga. It just happens to be narrated by the dog. I really enjoyed this book. I think this was actually one of his first books. Yeah, debut novel, Matt Haig. And it's narrated by Mark Meadows. I don't really know how much I can say about it, but to be fair, it says quite a lot of it in the blurb. It says more than you realise in the blurb, actually, in regards to it mentioning marital breakdown, rowdy teenage parties and attempted suicide. There even comes a point when one of the family members starts to be able to hear Prince, which I found quite interesting. Just Prince is trying to live up to the Labrador Pact, and he's been led to believe that labs are superior, especially when it comes to keeping families together. So, when it comes to his family, he's very protective of them. You see that his closest relationship is probably with Charlotte and Adam, Kate and Hal being secondary to that. But he's very, very protective of Charlotte. So when things that happen to Charlotte in the story, he's very, very protective of that. The more this went on, especially towards the end, it took a turn that I wasn't expecting from this story, even with the blurb, which I'll just say it goes kind of down the mystery route. Yeah, it goes down the mystery route, I'll say that. Yeah, I'm just trying to be very careful because there's a lot more to this book than you realise. I very much enjoyed listening to this audiobook, and I was listening to it as I've been kind of building up my walks again at work, because for those who haven't been here before, I injured my knee about a month ago at a work party. It was slightly wine-induced, but basically I fell off a stage. I was wearing heels at the time, so I went over on my ankle, went smack onto my knee, and that injured my left knee and my right hand. Right hand's still a bit sore, still kind of bruised, but it means whereas before I was doing like 2.5 mile walks on my lunch break, I've been building it. I've gotten back up to 1 mile, which I'm very proud of, but it still gets very sore, so I've just been taking it slower on the walk. It's taking me longer to do 1 mile, but at least I'm moving it. But I've been listening to the audiobook while I've been going back to work, and it's just been a really nice way to settle back into those walks again. And yeah, it's a really, really good book. But I will say, if you're looking for something more family saga-like, as I said, the twist that goes kind of slightly down the mystery route, and you're looking at relationships as well as Prince's relationship with his family, his relationship to other dogs, and the friendships that he has, and the enemies that he has in the dog community. That would be strange to be talking about a dog like that. But yeah, I enjoyed it. So if you were somebody who did enjoy stuff like 101 Dalmatians and what's that other one, like Charlotte's Web, something where you have got narration from an animal, I think it's quite a nice twist to see something from the point of view from somebody who isn't human. As with, what was the other one that I read? The Humans, which was narrated by an alien inhabiting a human's body. Yeah, there's just something quite nice and different about reading about a different type of narrator. I guess you could put it that way. But yeah, I feel like I haven't said much, but it's just because there's so much packed into those pages, and it's just not quite what you think, especially because the genre just says contemporary fiction. You have got mystery in there. It's very much a family saga with Prince at the heart of it, because Prince is trying to keep this family together despite everything that's going on. And there's so many times I'm just like, even as a human, there are some times when I would not have the pet in the room for this conversation. Does that seem really weird to say? Or for what is about to happen, would you want a pet to witness it? Yeah, as somebody who's a cat owner, not a dog owner, but yeah, there are some things that I would not have the cat in the room for. Never mind a dog. So yeah, there are points when I'm seeing through this lens into this family, just thinking, why have they kept the dog in the room for what's about to happen, or what's just happened? It looks a bit of our relationship with our pets as well. Yeah, does that sound intriguing? I enjoyed it, and I very much enjoyed the narration of Mark Meadows as Prince, the last family in England. He just wants to keep his family together, does this dog, and he feels like he needs to break the rules to do it. That's essentially it, yeah. So if you've liked other Matt Haig books, I definitely recommend it. If you like something with a narration from somebody that isn't human, kind of like an outsider looking in type situation, if you like your family sagas, this one is for you. But as I said, there is a twist in there that leads it onto a bit of a mystery, and yeah, I just very much enjoyed that. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe if you're not already. I know that more than half of the people who watch my videos aren't subscribed, so it doesn't take much just to press that little button, and then you can just watch my videos whenever you want. To be fair, you can watch my videos whenever you want, like if you're not subscribed, but it just means I'm in your inbox, so you don't have to go searching. You can just open up your subscription page and there I am. Would that be a bit scary? But yeah, so thank you, and if you have any recommendations for books, pop them in my comments. I'm currently about to start a book that was, I've got a couple of books actually in my library that were recommended by a viewer, so thank you very much for that. It was compared to Stephen King a little bit, and those books are by Robert R. McCammon, so I've got Swan Song and Boy's Life, and I can't remember what video they were recommended on, but it was in the comments that we had the chat, so yeah, I'm looking forward to those. Yeah, so thank you, and I'll see you next time with another video. I love you all, stay safe, goodbye.